And howdy, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, future editing vein here. Um, just so we're completely clear, sorry for the long wait, even though this is kind of a nothing video. Uh, I got sick, sick to the point where I couldn't put on a headset to record or edit or anything. So just sorry for, uh, the absence. But I'm feeling better enough to at least get this out here, and I am continuously working on stuff in the background. So, uh, yeah, back to the video. Wow. We have just a little bit of an in-between today because, honestly, I want to talk about Borderlands being a little bit more out of my wheelhouse. Yeah, no. Next thing, even more out of my wheelhouse. Because so far all you've seen me play is shooters, which, to be fair, doesn't require a lot of skill. Sometimes. But, now it's... Now it's a lot more than just skill. It's testing my fucking patience, that's what it is. Um, yeah, so if y'all don't, follow me on, Twitter, or X, or whatever the shit, you would know that I am working on an Elden Ring video. And I was extremely excited about starting that because, well, I wanted to play more Elden Ring. That was the main thing about it. I just wanted to play Elden Ring. I didn't really have a reason to play it again. And I say again because I have played it before, and I do enjoy it. Uh, however, I have noticed that I'm just a hair, bad? Not bad. Well, yes, bad, but you know what I mean. I should, I should have thought a little bit more about what I was going to do beforehand, before I started to, do my research and stuff like that. Because I didn't, and it's kind of biting me in the ass right now, but it's fine, because, 95% of all Souls games in general are checking to see what you're trying to set up, I guess. So I'm essentially just making a build, I guess, if you want to call it that. Because don't get me wrong, it's fun. I I had I had a run-in with grinding for a weapon, and the more research I do, I realized, yeah, I'm gonna have to grind for another weapon a little bit later down the line. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Since I came to the realization that with input lag, I should probably just decrease my sensitivity a little bit. In Borderlands, I figured the same would apply here. So we're gonna try that out, and hopefully I won't get shit on too badly. Now, what to talk about today is kind of lost on me, honestly. I know I needed something out there, but I didn't really know what, because the next plan was supposed to be Elden Ring, but I forgot how how long that beginning part can be. So that was my own fault, honestly. Yeah, that was my own fault. That little opening section of just trying to get shit done is pretty fun. Don't get me wrong, I realize that's why, probably why a lot of people, play that game. And I did at one point too. I played it a lot, but not as much now. After I platinumed it, I kinda not so much gave up, but I didn't focus on it. Souls games are not my forte, and because they're not my forte, maybe I just don't like them, or at the same time, story, I talk a little bit about that in the video, that the way that, oh yeah, trophy. The way that Souls games do their story kind of infuriates me. Not to say that they're bad stories, but just any story where you kind of need a YouTuber to explain it to you is a little upsetting. 'Cause, I mean, we all like lore videos and all that, but like when it feels like you gotta go on a whole fucking whole fucking, you know, adventure to figure out how what connects to what is a little upsetting. But that could just be a me thing. It's like, don't get me wrong, I like complicated stories, but just especially when they tout like R.R. Martin's involvement with Elden Ring. And for those who don't know, George R.R. Martin is the same dude that made Game of Thrones, the book series. And yeah, it's interesting to say the least. I still don't really I don't want to say anything too inflammatory about that because I know a lot of people like Game of Thrones, but honestly, it never caught my attention real well. I don't know. It was one of the most popular shows to come out of HBO, and compared to the rest of HBO classics, I don't think it stands toe to toe with them. I'm gonna be honest. Because you also gotta remember that they made stuff like Sopranos, which is infinitely more influential on modern television and movies than something like Game of Thrones. And then it's like you look at Game of Thrones and it's like they didn't stick the landing. Game of Thrones didn't stick their season 8 landing, their final season. And that got them essentially forgotten by the zeitgeist of everybody. You know, they left pretty much little to no cultural impact other than the fact of people, or screenwriters I should say, screenwriters nowadays thinking mature content is talking, then surprise death. And that upsets me to no end. That Game of Thrones became the icon for screenwriting maturity. Like that's dumb. And it definitely shouldn't have been. But Elden Ring doesn't have that problem. Elden Ring stories is neat. It's just, you know, I had to go and look up shit, because again, because fucking writing down, or putting lore details in item descriptions is, I think, pretty silly. Because I'm, I don't know what the hell I am. I'm a very strong proponent of show, don't tell. Like, I could not give any less of a fuck if I'm reading, you know, reading shit for a story is, just a little silly to me. And it's like, what about a book? Well, a book you're supposed to read. If I'm playing a game, I want to see whatever the fuck they're talking about. I want to see Millennia's fight with Radon or some shit like that, you know? I want to see how the Elden Ring shattered. And then you have stuff like where the only cutscenes you get in those games are like boss cutscenes. And don't get me wrong, they're very well made, very well animated and stuff like that, but you've got Shitfart McGee or whatever the fuck you want to call him, and he's just like, your end is near. And that's pretty much it. There's no uh there's no, I guess, nothing added to it. And again, no one really plays Dark Souls for the lore. Everybody plays it because it's a quote-unquote difficult game, and if you beat it or you get good at them, you know, you get good boy points online because look, I beat the shit out of this eldritch being with a fucking torch or some shit like that. Or it's like I didn't get hit once, you know. They're known as difficult games for a reason. And it's no surprise when people lull that over you, you know? It's like, how can you call that how can you call yourself a gamer if you ever beat a Dark Souls game? And it's like, I have, and I'm better than you, so fuck you. Well, there's some freaks out there. I don't know. It's hard to say anyone's better than anyone on the internet. There's always bullshit landmarks and stuff like that. Because you can't take away the gamer card just because I haven't played a certain game series or franchise. You're not better than me because you've played Dark Souls 1 through 3 or Demon Souls and all that shit. And I think people gotta realize that. They're fun games, don't get me wrong. It's just, you really do have to be in the mood for them. You can't go, I'm gonna relax after a long day, so I'm gonna fucking play Dark Souls. You just can't do that. They're infuriating games, and they're designed to be infuriating. You have stuff like COD, where you can play casually and competitively. Or this, where I'm yapping and doing horribly. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna get that figured out. I'm gonna, mark my words, I'm gonna buy a desktop setup eventually. Eventually. First, I think I need, I'm gonna say a microphone. What do you think? I don't know why I acted like you could respond. Yeah, I think first and foremost I would get a new microphone. Which leads very handily into my next topic, I guess. That the reason why the slowdown is that I got a new job. That's not this. Well, this is a hobby, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's just a little behind the veil type, you know, veil. You get it. I got a job. I got a new job, and it's gonna lead to a little bit less frequency. Because honestly, I just have less time to work. It's not so much a time of, or a thing of, like I just, like, oh, it's so unforgiving and shit like that. No, it's just, I run out of time. It's as simple as that, especially when I'm recording this through a laptop. And this laptop is very funny sometimes. And by funny, I mean, because I have the headset plugged into it to, you know, commentate. I can't charge it at the same time. So, yeah, I'm just kind of stuck to about an hour and 30 of, like, gameplay, of recording time. And when you have stuff like Elden Ring, where, yeah, maybe like the first 3 hours is gathering material. Well, whenever you have an idea what to do. Whenever you're actually good. Okay. whenever you're actually good at the game, of course you can get it done faster, but as we've established, I'm not very good at that game. Well, no. Well, okay. You don't need to be good at the game to get platinum. And that's mostly just because my way of playing is backwards, to say the least. I my favorite pastime in that game is headbutting bosses until until it works for me, if that makes sense. I love the idea of breaking the game in an effort to wow. I love breaking the game in an effort to play like how I want. Because I hate games like that. Where games where they put you on the back foot. I know that's like the entirety of what the Souls franchise has built themselves off of. However, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I don't like the idea of this gargantuan beast even scaring my character whatsoever. I mean, at the same time, again, my favorite thing of all time is Berserk, and in that you don't, you know, main character doesn't fucking fear anything, really. He goes, alright, there's that, so let me kill it. And I think that's pretty neat. And I treat most games like that. Even though, you know, sometimes they're not designed to be played like that. Which is why I could be sometimes bad at those games. And it's not so much bad. I understand it. I just don't want to play by its rules. Same thing with this, honestly. I think I've mentioned it before, but my favorite thing in the universe is sniping, quickscoping, stuff like that. But since I'm recording and I'm still getting used to the whole making coherent sentences and playing a video game stuff, I'm not doing the greatest. And then couple that with input lag, and it's not the greatest combination. And I mean, eventually I'll get over whatever the hell. I'll get over either the input lag or the talking, getting used to stuff while talking. Because I mean, it's different when you're talking with other people. I know not a lot of people would have that same type of like reference, but it's different when you're talking with friends. I know I should treat this like if I'm talking with friends, but you know, yeah, at least want to be somewhat consistent with topics and stuff like that. That's why I think these types of videos where I'm talking while playing a not so difficult game need to be structured a little bit differently than does something like Elden Ring. I think I'm gonna play with how I format that video. Maybe I should do it like how every other Elden Ring streamer does it. Because honestly, I was thinking about that. Maybe I should not so much ape off of other people, but try to find some references. Because honestly, I'm just kind of flying off the cuff off of what I know and what I think people enjoy. Maybe half of it is because I enjoy it. Maybe half of it is because I see that those people are popular. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to turn into like I don't know who's famous right now. Speed. I show speed that kid? Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. He's famous with the youngins. I'm not gonna turn into like a clone of him or something like that. Because that's not what I want to do. I want to do me. And apparently me is kind of directionless right now, but we're gonna solve that. Distance limit. But yeah, I don't want to make this this video too long. I I just wanted a little bit of a filler. Call it a filler episode while I'm still collecting footage for Elden Ring and stuff like that. Because I think my cutoff is going to be Margit. Maybe. Maybe that'll be the end of the first episode. Yeah, because as of right now, I don't know if I'm gonna mention days and stuff when I'm actually editing. But as of right now, I just got my weapon, like a little bit before I started recording this. So, or the weapon I'm planning on using, I should say. So, yeah, I'm making progress. It's slow going. It is very slow going. Mostly because I'm, going through it as uh, I'm making it up as I go, honestly. Yeah. Uh, I, yeah, yeah. We're just gonna continue. Not not everything needs to be crazy edited. Sometimes I can put a really simple video out there. Just as a little update. It's like a mirror talk, but without uh structure. Yeah, let's go with that. All right. Well, while this black screen decides to stare into my soul, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you are interested at all in Elden Ring content, maybe let me know somehow. I don't know if I can tweet or comment or I don't know. I really don't care. I'm gonna post what I want, but I do take recommendations. So, all right. Uh, see you later. Bye bye then.